Hey everyone, welcome back. You ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Today we're focusing on a single source, kind of unique for us.
Right.
But it's packed with insights. So strap in.
Looking forward to it.
It's all about this woman, Lena,
Okay.
and her path. I mean, it's
Wait,
amazing.
what field is she in?
She went from like the shyest student, seriously, to a CEO.
Wow, that's quite a leap.
And what's wild is it wasn't despite being an introvert. It was because of it, if that makes sense.
I'm intrigued already. How does that work?
That's what we're going to unpack today. How her story, it like turns the whole idea of leadership on its head.
Yeah, you always hear, gotta be bold, gotta be out there.
Exactly. And she's proof that's, well, not the whole picture.
Love it when assumptions get challenged.
So picture this little Lena, total bookworm.
I can relate.
Right. More comfy with stories than like people.
Classic introvert.
Oh, big time. Presentations. Forget it.
Anything in the spotlight, probably terrifying.
Yeah, totally. But even back then, our source says she had this like drive for what?
To do something big, make an impact.
Interesting. So even as a kid, ambition was there.
Definitely. But, feeling overlooked, probably.
Makes sense. Quiet ones often are.
Right, like maybe being quieter means your ideas, they just poof, disappear.
Happens all the time, unfortunately.
Okay, fast forward. Lena's in college.
What'd she study? Literature. Something quiet.
Nope, business administration.
Whoa, that's a curveball.
Right. You'd think introvert, maybe art, writing, something like that.
But business, that's all about like networking, being assertive.
You'd think. But, and maybe this is what's so cool about her.
What is it?
Even then, she was challenging herself.
Stepping outside that comfort zone.
Totally. But still, low profile at first, super into the academics, less so the leadership stuff.
Okay, so when did things change?
Final year, entrepreneurship class.
Oh, so that's where the business drive really kicked in.
Big time. There was this professor, saw something in her,
Like untapped potential.
Exactly. Pushes her to make a business plan.
That's a big task. And Lena, at first, hesitates.
Makes sense. Big, scary project, lots of unknowns.
It's that introvert thing. Hang back, watch, think it through.
But the professor, I'm guessing, didn't let her hide.
He knew she had something unique to offer.
And that's when it clicked for her.
That this was her shot, her chance.
To prove herself.
To show what she could do. And she was assigned to a team for this class project.
Okay, how'd that go?
Oh, rough start. They were all over the place, no clear direction.
Classic team project struggles.
Right, communication was a mess, no one leading.
So what did Lena do?
She, in her quiet way, started suggesting things.
Like strategies, solutions.
Yeah, she could see the big picture, connect the dots.
Things others missed because they were too busy, arguing?
Exactly, it's like that quiet observation. It was her superpower.
And this is where introverted leadership shines, right?
Totally. Not about being loud, bossy.
More about analyzing, offering insights at the right time.
Boom, that's it. And guess what? They win the competition.
No way they pulled it together.
They did. And it wasn't just some classroom thing.
Real stakes.
They got to pitch to investors their idea out in the real world.
So that win, I bet that was huge for Lena.
Huge. Lit a fire under her. After graduation, she starts her own company.
Wow, that's brave, going from zero to entrepreneur.
It wasn't easy. The source makes that clear.
What challenges did she face?
Money was tight, obviously. People doubted her, the whole "you're too quiet" thing.
That never goes away, does it?
It's tough. But she was resilient. That vision, it never wavered.
So that inner strength really pushing her forward.
Absolutely. And she was smart, too. Didn't try to do it all solo.
Built a team.
Yeah, one that got her, appreciated her style.
That's crucial, the right people around you.
Huge. They saw her quiet confidence as a good thing, not a weakness.
And I'm assuming things started working out.
Oh, yeah. Company gains traction, fast growth, all that.
That's amazing. So her approach was actually working.
It was. And, get this, it wasn't just about profit.
There was more to it.
She wanted to make a difference, too.
Values driven. That's awesome.
Totally. And as things grew, her leadership, it evolved, too.
How so?
Became known for empathy, really listening to her team.
That's huge, especially in the fast-paced business world.
Right. And she used her platform to, advocate for other introverts.
Trying to change the whole leadership gotta be loud thing.
Exactly. Showing you can lead in different ways.
So she's not just successful, but also trying to change things for others.
That's Lena for you. Redefined what leadership looks like,
Leading from behind the scenes, thinking strategically.
Boom. And her story, it reminds us We all have strengths, even if they're not the usual ones.
Yeah, like being loud, aggressive, that's not the only path.
Nope. It's about being authentic, using your own talents.
Finding your own way to lead, that's powerful.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, think about this. What are your strengths,
Well,
even the quiet ones?
good question. Makes you think.
And how can you use them to lead in your own way?
Because, like Lena shows us, quiet folks, they can spark huge change.
That's the takeaway right there. Thanks for joining this deep dive, folks. We'll see you next time.
Always a pleasure.